guys, this is Misha from Made Up Research, and today we're going to be decluttering again. This time we're looking at foundations, powders, primers, concealers, and that is pretty much it. So if you want to see my foundation collection and a little quick review of everything that I own, keep watching. Welcome to my foundation drawer. So this is all we have to go through. It's not that messy, but you can clearly see which things I'm reaching for a lot and which I don't really reach for at all. So we're gonna go through these and we are going to see which ones I wanna keep and which ones I wanna, throw out or just give to someone else. So I think I'm gonna start with the powders actually, just to free up some space. The Rimmel Stay Matte, this is a classic. I will be definitely keeping that one. Then we have this new NYX Wonder Snatch. I really do not like this powder. I did talk about it in my review of it. Then I have my Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation. If you never used a powder foundation, this is probably the best one on the market. This is such a good one. Really natural, it's not drying, it's gorgeous. It has a lot of coverage as well. Then I have this Silky Blur powder from Essence. Again, this one just didn't really blow my mind. I think I'm gonna keep it for now because it's fairly new, but I have to keep trying it because I really didn't love this one. Okay, next we have the T-Fit, I don't even know what's it called. Translucent Set Finishing Powder in the shade Lavender. This is actually my favorite under eye setting powder and T-zone setting powder at the moment. This brightens up your face so nicely. It is purple, but it's a very light shade of purple that actually makes a great difference. Okay, then I see my Laneige powder. This one is very pricey, but to be honest with you, this is probably one of the best powders I've ever had. It's one of these that has a little mesh, and when you press it, the powder comes out. It's incredible. It's so lightweight, makes your skin gorgeous and smooth and lasts for so long. You can sweat in this, you can do whatever you want in this, and it's perfectly fine all day. So yeah, never getting rid of this one. Then I have this Catrice Soft Blur Matte Airbrush Powder. I've barely used this one. I do quite like it though, so I think I'm gonna keep it and use it a bit more. Because I do like a good pressed powder. Just like this one. Oh, it's a bit dirty. But this is the Kiko Hydrating Matte Powder in the shade Ivory. This is such a nice powder. If you want something with a bit of coverage that is not going to be overly matte, it is absolutely stunning. Kiko does some really good powders. Oh, here I have a teeny tiny Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, but this one is a bit too dark for me, so I think I'm actually gonna give it to somebody else because this is a shade medium and I think I know exactly the right person for this. Then I have my Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder. This is a pretty nice powder, but it is a little bit dry. It's a bit chalky. So if you have very dry under eyes, this is maybe not gonna be for you. For me, it's on the fence. It's not my favorite, but I can take it. Another powder foundation. This is the Maybelline Super Stay. I'm gonna keep it just to fully use it up. But this is a really nice powder foundation if you don't want to splurge on the Fenty one. I think this is the second best one there is. Next, I have my Kosas Airy Cloud Set. This is a really nice powder, but it's not really gonna make your makeup last longer. It is gonna set it, but it's not super stellar. I do like the shade of it though. It is a really nice shade. You can see that it kind of blurs my skin, but it's nothing super crazy good. So yeah, I will keep it, but it's nothing to write home about, The e.l.f. Halo Glow. I think I finally need to get rid of this because genuinely this is just not a powder for me. I do like that it's shimmery. I do like that it's not matte. But to be fully honest with you, it's just not my favorite powder formula in general. So I think I'm going to give this away as well. Then I have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder. This one is pretty much used up, which is very sad because this is amazing powder. I have the shade Translucent, I think. Fair Medium, which is basically translucent. And this is supposed to be a finishing powder, but in my experience, this is an amazing setting powder. So I'm very much considering getting a refill of this because I really like it. All right, next we have the Lumen CC powder. Oh my God, this is such a good powder. Again, if you want something, a little bit of coverage just to make your face, matte, even, this is such a good powder. Again, I hit the pan, so I think I'm gonna take a look if I can get it anywhere because I bought it in Sweden. To address the elephant in the room, literally, we have this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. This is such a fucking messy powder. It is a nice mattifying powder, but it's just, I don't know, it's a bit too dry for my skin at the moment, and I just don't think it's that good. But to have it as like an option is not the worst thing in the world. So I think I'm gonna keep it for now, just in case I need like a lot of powder, which sometimes happens, like when I do Halloween looks or like makeup on my body or someone else's body. This can come in handy, but yeah, overall not my favorite powder. My God, it's very messy in here. This is the Kiko Setting Powder Duo. This is actually not bad. You have a loose powder on this side, and then you have a pressed powder on this side. It's not bad, but it is very pale, very white. It does give me a white cast, so I don't think I'm going to be using this through the summer. But it's not a bad powder, and I do quite like the Duo. Like, you can use this to set your under eyes if you want them like really, really bright, because this is not super dry powder, which you cannot really see anyway. But yeah, I do quite like it. I will be keeping it. But again, not my favorite. I just feel like a lot of setting powders are too matte and just too like large. Like, it's not finely milled enough for myself. Unlike this one, this is the NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder. This is like one of the best setting powders I have ever used. I don't even know how to show you this. Like, it is such a beautiful powder. You can see that it is like slightly glowy, but on the face you cannot really see that. But it's so fine. Like, this sets your face like nothing else. Like, I genuinely love this. I have no idea where I got this because I don't really buy NARS. How did I get my hands on this? I do not know, but I do freaking love it, and I need it back. Like, this is amazing setting powder. So sadly, what we're learning so far is that the more expensive ones are usually better, which isn't the best message, but that's kind of how it is. Doesn't really work for this one though. This is the Laura Mercier setting powder, a very, very well-known, well-loved setting powder. I don't really love it though. For me, it's too matte. Always makes my face look cakey after a couple hours, so not my favorite. I'm gonna keep it though because it's expensive and I do want to use it up eventually, but I don't love it. I don't love it. Next, I have this Catrice Airbrush powder in the shade Pink Luminance. I'm kind of sad that this one got shattered and it's just not as nice in texture anymore. Yeah, it was a pink setting powder for your under eyes. It is actually quite nice. The shade isn't like overly pink. You can't even see it. So I'm really on the fence if I should get rid of it or keep it. Next, I have my number 7 Flawless Finishing Pressed Powder. One of my favorite setting powders. Amazing for under eyes, amazing for your whole face. I would highly recommend this if you can get it. If I go to UK again, which I know I will in a couple months, I think I'm going to get it again because it's such a nice powder. Next, we have this Rare Beauty. It's a finishing powder. This I genuinely do not like. First of all, this is the shade Porcelain. And like, it is like really, really creamy. But this is just like, it doesn't look like it on my hand because I have some tan on. But this is just too dark for my face. Like, I cannot really use it on my face. And it is quite nice, but it's not a setting powder by any means. So I think I'm going to get rid of this because I never reach for it. And I feel like somebody with slightly deeper skin than me might like this. Then I have my Eyelights powder palette from Made by Mitchell. This is a under eye brightening powder palette. As you can see, the shade Stellar is, well, stellar. I love this one. It's perfect for my under eyes. This one a bit too dark. These two a bit too light. But those are really nice brightening powders. I use them as setting powders as well because I have very dry under eyes and they work really well. So if you're looking for a nice like variety of shades, I would highly recommend this. The texture is really nice. And now they do it in like one long palette, not this like little booklet, which I think is a bit more practical. So yeah, I would recommend these. Next, we have the Made by Mitchell setting powder. This is the worst powder packaging that has ever been invented. You get a puff, which is quite nice. But this is so fucking messy and it's everywhere. And you cannot put it somewhere. So because the lid is not detachable, it just gets everywhere and you cannot like close it. So you need to put the puff in. So it's just a mess. It's everywhere. And I don't even like the formula that much. That being said, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to suffer through it. But I hate the packaging. I hate the packaging. Okay, next I have the Bright Bloom Radiant Powder from Vicon. This is a illuminating powder. It is kind of like a highlighter, but you can use it on your whole face. Just gonna show you what it kind of is supposed to be. So if I apply it here, maybe you can see it a little bit. It's like, it's giving you like a nice sheen. So especially if you have like a drier face or if you like a glowy skin, this type of product is gonna be really nice for that. I would highly recommend it. This is such a beautiful formula. And then I have the Blurring Primer and Perfecting Powder from Kiko, which is the same kind of deal. I don't really know why it's called a primer. It's clearly not a primer. It's more a highlighter than a primer, really. Very similar type of product. I also quite like this. I also don't really reach for it though, so I might give one of these away to some of my friends because I do feel like somebody might really like this. Okay, next I have this Bright and Blur Loose Powder from Catrice. This is very much not for me. It's a bright pink powder. It's too dark on me. I don't like the way it looks. I'm gonna give this away to someone. I feel like I have friends who might appreciate this. Then I have the Annabelle Minerals Powder Foundation. I haven't really used this yet. Yeah, like I think I used this once. And I wanted to use it more because I do love a good powder foundation. So I'm going to keep it and see if I get some use out of it. And I think the last powder we have is the Under Eye Brightening Powder from Essence. This is quite a nice product. It is a brightening under eye powder. This one is like more pink toned, but it is again like the pink that isn't that visible. So I do quite like it. I think I am going to keep it. I think I want to do the foundations next because it's not that many foundations. Next, let's go for foundations. This is going to be probably pretty fast. There's not that many. Let's start with this one. This is the Entropy Foundation, the one with a little spatula. It's called the Organza Fit Spatula Foundation. I think I have the shade 21. This is my everyday foundation. I love it. It's absolutely stunning, thin, looks beautiful on the skin. So I will be definitely keeping this one. And I wish they had more shades because this is stunning foundation. Next, we have the Amazonian Clay from Tarte. Yeah, this one is brand new, so I think I might give this away to someone. Next, we have the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte. I'm just going to shake it a bit. The shade 98. This is a really beautiful foundation. Just to show you, it is exactly what it says. It's like a luminous matte foundation. Lasts really well, as most of these Superstay foundations do. And even the shade is like pretty passable on me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that as like a more full coverage option. Oh, just to show you the spatula, it's actually quite fun. Like you pull it out like this and then you just kind of smear it on your face. It's actually very fun and it gives you this thin, pretty glowy layer. So yeah, it's nice, it's fun. All right, next I have the Pat McGrath foundation, which is covered in powder. Let me shake it a bit as well. Oh, okay. This is an insanely thin foundation. It's more like a skin tint than a foundation, really, but it does last really nicely. I know there was a lot of like backlash online over the coverage of this, but I gotta say I really enjoy it, so I will keep it. Like this is one of the foundations that I do reach for quite often. Now, next is the Bounce foundation from Beauty Blender. I think everybody remembers this. Like, this was such a thing. Back in the day, you had like a little palette. You can like lock the packaging back here. This was actually a really nice foundation, but at this point, it is so old. I don't know if I want to keep it anymore. Like, I think I'll get rid of this one, but it was a nice foundation. This is probably one of the best foundations I've tried in like quite a few years. Like this is such a good foundation. This is probably my favorite foundation they've launched in like a while. It has this little nozzle, it's practical, it's not messy, it's a lightweight formula, it's so nice. You can check out my review of it. It's awesome. I love it. I definitely recommend it to everyone, but I need a more neutral shade. This is so freaking pink. Okay. Next, I have this, which is the Trended Up Flawless Touch Foundation Stick. This is one of the many stick foundations that I have. This one, again, very pink. I think I'm going to give it away to someone who might be a better match for it. Another one that I have is the Catrice So Glam Filter Stick, which is a little bit glowier. You can maybe see. This is supposed to be more like a liquid glowy filter thing in a stick, which is actually really nice. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous skin tint. So I think I'll keep it. It's just really nice if you need something to just throw on and go. Okay, next I have the Super Stay Skin Tint. This is absolutely incredible product. Like, this is so long lasting. Mine is just so old and gross and just, yeah, I don't think I should be using this anymore because it's too old, but it's a beautiful product. It's so, so, so good. Next, I have this Sweet Glass Skin Foundation. This is a beautiful lightweight foundation. I got this when I was in Sweden. Yeah, it was quite pricey, but it's a really nice foundation. Actually very similar to the Pat McGrath, I think. Like, the same kind of lightweight formula, and it does have like quite nice and sleek small packaging, so yeah, I would recommend it even though it's expensive. Next, I see this Maybelline lifter stick. This is supposed to be kind of like a multitasking thing. This one is quite light, so I thought I was going to be able to use this as a foundation. I think we're more in the concealer territory, but I think I'm going to keep it for now. I think I'll try and find some use for it because it does look quite neat. Okay, next is this foundation stick from Essence. This is the foundation stick that I do actually reach for quite a bit. When I need just something fast and simple and like semi-matte, this is the one. Next, we have the Made by Mitchell Skin Tint, which you can see is pretty separated. I'm gonna give it a quick mix. You can hear that there is something mixing it, so that is really nice. And there we go. This is a really nice skin tint. I'm just gonna smell it if it's okay. I think I'm gonna keep it because I do quite like it. Same thing with this NYX Buttermelt Glaze. This is such a nice skin tint. It has SPF 30. It has quite a lot of coverage actually. And it is just like a little bit glowy, not too crazy. But it has this like really nice, smooth, lightly pigmented finish. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I will be keeping that. Next, what do we have? Oh, next I see this Smooth Glow Fluid Filter with vitamin C and SPF 30 from Trended Up. This is, again, it is like a skin tint in a little dropper. It is quite a nice product, but again, you can see it is like a little bit oily, and the shade is a bit too dark for me as well. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this one because it's not really for my skin type. Next, I have this wonderful primer SPF 30 from Essence. This is such a cool product. This is like a hybrid between a primer, a skin tint, and like a bunch of other stuff. I was so excited when I saw this, but again, this is just a bit too orangey for me. So I think somebody who is darker than me, who appreciates nice lightweight makeup, would really like this. So I'm gonna get rid of it as well. Next, I have this foundation and concealer from Vicom. This is actually a really nice foundation. Also, the packaging, like, extremely handy. But this is such a beautiful, like, medium coverage, pretty thick foundation. But it lasts really nicely. It covers up everything you need. Like, quite the coverage there. And it's got a nice finish, nice and hydrating. I do really like it. It's super convenient to travel with, so that is mostly why I keep it around. Oh yeah, this is the Revlon Candid Foundation. Oh my god. And you might be thinking, oh, this is so old, you should get rid of this. Nah. This one has never been opened. This is a brand new one that I got on my holiday recently because I love this foundation so much and I saw it on sale somewhere, so I bought it naturally. And I'm just waiting for the right time to use it again because I loved it so much. And I have a full one, so I will be keeping that because I love it. Okay, next we have the Milk Makeup Stick. This used to be my favorite foundation, but first of all, the packaging is a bit busted. And second of all, yeah, it's just so freaking old. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Next, we have the new Essence Silky Blur Foundation. This is actually a really nice foundation, so I will be definitely keeping it. Although, is it? I feel like it was too dark for me. Oh yeah, this is definitely too dark for me. Let me get a mirror. I should shade match myself maybe while we speak. Oh yeah, this is so freaking dark. Like, my hands are tan, so it looks a bit less extreme, but on my face, like, this is so freaking dark. I do like it though. It is a really nice, affordable foundation. I think I'm gonna give it to my friends though, because there's definitely at least one or two people who have this exact shade. So yeah, I'll get rid of it and get myself a lighter shade because 115 clearly too dark. And next we have my House Labs. This is one of my favorite foundations. If you never used it, it is like such an interesting mixture of properties. Like it's insanely lightweight. It does have a bunch of skincare benefits. This shade is actually perfect for me. It is pretty much full coverage. Like this goes and goes and goes and just covers everything in the way. It has a beautiful like semi-matte natural finish and it feels like nothing on the skin. Like this really lasts through ages and is gorgeous and just... I feel like the House Labs and the NYX foundation are probably the best foundations in this drawer at the moment. Like those two are definitely like new foundation era products and I'm so here for it. Let's keep going. This is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Niacinamide Skin Tint. This is my favorite skin tint. I always reach for this when I don't know what to use, but I want something lightweight. This is it. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. Now here I have two little samples. This is the Benefit Professional Foundation, and this is the Dior Forever Hydra Nude in 1N. So I'm gonna put these in my travel drawer because I feel like this is where I will get the most use out of them. And then we have my cushion foundations, which at the moment are only two. This is the Tertiary Mask Fit Red Cushion in the shade Vanilla. Of course, you probably know this one. It's been freaking everywhere. It's a great cushion foundation. One of the very few that actually blends into my skin. So I would definitely recommend it. It has very decent coverage, super lightweight, lasts like nothing else. Beautiful. And then I have my Romance cushion, which is the new Zero cushion. Honestly, this one I will probably get rid of because it just doesn't really last well on my skin. And I feel like somebody else will get better use out of it because, yeah, it's just not for me. My skin just doesn't mesh well with this. Okay, and the last but not least is the Denisomerix, what is it called? It's the Yummy Skin Balm. Blurring Balm Powder. Listen, this, I have such a freaking beef with this. This is like a balmy, creamy product, okay? This is what we're looking at, which kind of transforms into powder. On my face, this feels so bad and like I cannot make it work. But it was expensive and I really want to like it. So I just have to like, I'm going to keep it because I just kind of have to keep figuring it out because I really want to figure it out. Time for concealers. So as usual, the ones that are not in the box are probably going to be the most used ones. I'm going to start with this one. This is the Essence Silky Blur, my current favorite concealer. Definitely a keep. Absolutely amazing, hydrating, lightweight, medium high coverage formula. It's stunning. I love it. Next, we have this L'Oreal Skin Ink. I do actually quite like this as like instead of foundation, but this shade in particular is very yellow. I am quite down though, so I am just gonna use it up at this point, but I do quite like the formula. I think it's pretty nice. Okay, next we have this Bourjois Paris Healthy Mix Concealer. This one used to be such a mood back in like, I don't know, 2010. But this is such a beautiful like serum like lightweight medium coverage concealer. Truly gorgeous. Next is my House Labs concealer. This is like a very thick concealer with a lot of coverage, but to be honest with you, it is really nice. I do reach for it a lot. I have the shade Fair Peach. It's so good for correcting your under eye circles, so I would definitely keep in that. Next, I have this Troublemaker Ditto Concealer. Actually, a lot nicer than I expected. Like, this is a nice, creamy, pretty high coverage formula. I like the shade. The only thing I have with this is that the shade range is absolutely terrible. Next is this dual-ended Tertiary Concealer. You have concealer stick on one side and then you have a liquid concealer on the other side. Now, the thing I have with this is that it oxidizes pretty badly. This is the shade 2C, which I didn't think was going to be that dark, but it's actually pretty dark on me, and I do like the formula of both. Like, the thicker concealer is great if you need to cover any blemishes or anything like a little bit more textured when you need the creaminess, and this is so good for like covering under eyes and anything like that. You can see it's more like a medium coverage, but this is just so dark, so I will give this to a friend of mine who I know for a fact has this kind of complexion, so good. We have the Maybelline Lifter Concealer. This is incredible concealer. I think it is supposed to be hydrating. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a serum concealer, And it is very serumy. Oh my god, what is it doing? Why is it so weird? It's probably the makeup remover on my hand. But it is like a pretty thick serum concealer, as you can see. So it is super high coverage, and yeah, just overall, if you like thicker concealers, but still hydrating ones, this is such a good one. Okay, next I have this Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. This one, first of all, I absolutely fucking hate the brush. Like, this is impossible to use. It's terrible. The concealer itself is not bad, but it's just so freaking cakey. Like, it is very thick, clearly, as you can see. There's a lot of coverage in it. But it just makes me look so cakey every time I use it. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of this one because really I never reach for it because it's just so thick and cakey. I have the Kosas concealer. Again, I freaking love this one, but it's not my shade. 4N is just too dark, so I'm going to give it away to someone. Next, I have the Instant Age Eraser from Maybelline. I am going to keep it, but I think I'm just going to rip off this or like clean the cap at least because it is getting a bit disgusting. Next, I have the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This is also a really interesting one. This is such a thick concealer. So if you have dry under eyes, I think this is something that you might really enjoy. This is the shade Light Honey. It's too dark for me, clearly, so I will be giving this away. Next, I see this Instant Bright from Catrice. This is, again, a serumy lightweight concealer. Catrice really knows how to make their neutral shades. So in the shade 2N, this is like the perfect neutral concealer color for me. Like, this is such a good shade. So yeah, this one is a keep. Next, we have the Conceal and Correct from Essence. This is a really nice lightweight color corrector. I will be keeping this one because I don't have many of those, and sometimes for your under eyes, this is a good thing to have. Also in the same category, we have this one from Catrice, like pinker though, and a little bit more lightweight. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one as well. Also have the CC Skin Adapting Concealer. This is, again, not a bad product at all. This is also okay for, like, I think any dull places on your skin when you need like a little bit of brightening. But this is like really pink. This is like almost blushy pink. But I do like the texture of it. I think there's peptides here, hyaluronic acid and ceramides. So it's also kind of like treating the under eye together with a little bit of color correction. So again, that is a keep for me. Like, I do like these kinds of products just on hand. Same thing with this one, the under eye primer from Trended Up. It's a similar story, of course. Again, you have the orange, you have... This one is a lot more subtle because it's supposed to be more like a primer together with the caffeine and some other things that are in this. So yeah, this one is nice. It's like balmy almost, like a little bit oily, but in a good way for your under eyes, you know? All right, next we have this Made by Mitchell Blot Balm Concealer. This is actually a really nice concealer, but I mostly use it instead of a foundation because it's just super, super thick, and under my eyes, it just doesn't really work well with full glam. But I will keep it because it's super convenient to have, and I use it quite a lot. Next, I have the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, which I do believe has been opened. Oh yeah, it has. This is the classic Shape Tape, which I don't really reach for as much. But the shade is pretty good, so I think I'm gonna keep it and maybe put it like a bit higher in the drawer so I can sometimes use it, because it's nice to use it like instead of foundation. I also have this one. This is the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape, which is a lot lighter in texture, also in shade. This is the shade 125 Fair. Also a good match for me, maybe more for the winter. But this one, you can see it still has a lot of coverage, but it's a lot thinner in texture. So yeah, I think I want to like keep that one too. Like, it's really funny to me that both of these colors are fine for my under eyes. Okay, next we have the Rare Beauty, I don't even know what it's called, Under Eye Brightener. Like, this is the best product ever. It has a little metal applicator, and it's supposed to be like cooling, again, caring, and also brightening. So this is not a concealer per se. This has more like a highlighting property to it. So it's supposed to like reflect the light away from your under eyes. So it works really nicely in this like optical illusion area where you want to distract people from your under eye circles. It's amazing. Next, I see this Essence Camouflage. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous concealer. But again, this is just a bit too dark for me. So I think I'm going to get rid of it because I'm not going to reach for it, you know, when it's this dark. So I'm going to give it to somebody else. The Unleasha concealer. This one is supposed to be more for like blemishes. And I think it actually has some like blemish caring properties. I do use this to like cover up any redness or like any issues on my skin, and I do quite like it. It's a really, really nice texture, so I will be keeping that. Next, I see this Multitasker foundation and concealer from Rimmel. This is such an interesting product. Yeah, like it has this little metal applicator, clearly to like, you know, work it under your eyes. But just overall, it's like an interesting product. Medium coverage is pretty accurate. It's like semi-matte. It has some caffeine and some vitamin E in it, and vitamin C. It's so interesting. Like you could use this just as a concealer. I don't really like it as a concealer. And also the shade is like a bit too yellow. So I think I'm going to give it to one of my friends. I know she's watching this video, so this is for you, honey. And it is super versatile, so I think this is going to be good for somebody else. It's very fuss-free. It's very like compact. And it's a good formula. I just don't really reach for it. And I think she might really like it. Alrighty. Next, we have this L'Oreal concealer. This is actually a really nice concealer. I completely forgot about it. Have to like mix it around a bit. But this is such like a lightweight, nice formula. It's like dense. It's almost dry. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, it's like dry but very thin. What an interesting concealer formula. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I need to use it up. Next, I have my Pat McGrath concealer. I have to mix it a bit. I haven't used this in a while. This is, again, a really nice shade for like color correction if I have like really bad under eye circles. This is a full coverage, slightly peachy concealer. I would recommend it. It's so nice, but so expensive. Next, I see this Fix Stick from NYX. This, again, I think, yeah, this is the shade Light, which is a little bit color corrective. You can see this has like a peachy undertone to it, a little bit. So I do really like this. It's creamy, it's hydrating for the under eyes. It's insanely high coverage. So that is a keep. And if you are looking for a good color correcting option, this one in the shade Light, if you don't need a lot of orange, it is a really good one. Next, I have this Physicians Formula Butter Concealer. It does have a sponge on the end, which is quite soft, but actually not that great. And just overall, this seems like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like too buttery, you know? Again, I think my very yellow toned friend is going to like this. No, like my friend with a very warm undertone, I think is going to love this. Like the shade is nice, but it's just too slippy. Like it's too oily for me. I do have dry under eyes, but this doesn't mesh well with them. So I think I'm probably just gonna give it to somebody as well, because I don't reach for this at all. Next, I see this Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. This is not bad at all, but it's so freaking pale. This is like too pale even for me, so I think I'm gonna give this away. Then we have these last two minis. This is again the creaseless, but this is actually in my shade. So I think I'm gonna keep it because I do quite like it. It is a nice concealer. And it's great for traveling, of course, because it's teeny, teeny, tiny. So I might even put it in my travel concealers. And same thing, this one. This is the Shape Tape Radiant. Oh my god, yes. I was just talking about it. This is the shade 22 Light, which for me is... Oh no, this is too dark. Fuck. Well, then I'm not gonna be keeping this because this is clearly way too dark. Well, someone's gonna get some really good high-end concealers. And then I have these two, which are technically primers, so let's transition into the primer category. This is the Bright Eyes Under Eye Stick from Essence. Listen, this, I just never reach for it. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. It's just not something I would like. And the Jelly Grip, this is like a primer stick for your under eyes. Like, it is nice. It's jelly, it's hydrating, but it smells like feet. I think it might be a bit too old. I don't think it's supposed to smell like feet, you know? And now the primers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm a bit of a primer hoarder, as you can see, but I do love a good primer, so let's get to it. This is the new Yanjak Skin... What is it called? Skin Perfecting Protective Base Prep. This is a wonderful primer. It's more like a serum than a primer, really, but it makes your makeup look so gorgeous, really stay on, and yeah, I love it. It was expensive. I love it. I'm keeping it. Next, I have the ones that I kind of like reach for quite a bit are my sticky primers. This is the Troublemaker Genius Grip. This is one of my favorite sticky primers, actually. Is there still some? Yeah, there is still some. The packaging is a bit awkward because you really have to squeeze it hard to get some of it out. But it is like a less sticky cousin to the e.l.f. sticky primers, which I do like. So this is definitely a keep. Same thing, the Troublemaker Anti-Hero. This is their Hypochlorous Acid Primer. It's, again, more like a jelly, but it's not so sticky. So it is just a nice, like, hydrating primer with that acid benefit. But the makeup lasts and looks really nice on top of it. So I would recommend this if you're struggling with, like, acne or some imperfections like that. I feel like this could be a really nice primer for you. We have my Maybelline Grippy Serum. As you can tell, I've been using this one quite a bit. There's like this much left, so I will be keeping this. It's an amazing, super sticky serum. Next, I have this Wet n Wild Clingy Serum Primer. Again, same thing. Sticky, jelly, hydrating primer. I like this. I'll keep it. This Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. Listen, I used to love this so much. Like, this used to be my #1 primer. It is mostly skincare, similar to the Yunjak, actually, I would say. But it's making your skin so, like, gorgeous and glossy and glowy. Yeah, I have to keep that. It's so nice. Next, I see this one from Maybelline. This is their Poreless Jelly, which is hydrating and has niacinamide. Again, this one is, like, kind of half used up, I would say. It's a gorgeous primer. This one is completely different. This one is a lot more like a matte hydrating jelly, which is a lot different experience, but still really good for your makeup wear, so that will be a keep. Okay, next I see my Power Grip with niacinamide from e.l.f. I don't think I've used this yet. No, this is brand new, but I was really looking forward to use it, so I will keep it because I want to use it. Okay, next we have the foamy primers. This is the Soft Glam Foam Primer from Catrice. Listen, I don't really like the foamy primers. Just like in general, I also have this one from Catrice, Air Fluff Primer. This one has almond oil in it. This one has glycerin and cranberry extract. I think I'm going to keep the glowy one and I'm going to give away this one because somebody will definitely have more fun with the foamy primer than me. Next, I see this Skin Quench. This is like a nice primer, but also a nice moisturizer. This is such a thick, hydrating like cream almost. See, like this is barely a primer. This is like thick. So I think I'm gonna give this away. I see this one. This is the Glow Like Honey Dewy Primer. This is a gripping primer that smells exactly like honey. It is nice, but I just don't like the dewy finish. So I think I might give this to someone who will enjoy the texture more. Next is the Brighten Up Perfecting Primer from Essence. This is basically like a tinted primer, which can be really nice sometimes, but I didn't really like the texture. You can see that it does have some coverage, so maybe if you are just kind of a, you know, a little bit of concealer and a little bit of powder girly, this could be really nice for you to just like unify the skin tone. But to me, this just doesn't really, no, this just doesn't cut it for me. So I will give it to somebody else. Same thing as NYX Face Glow. Listen, I do love a good sticky primer, but this is just not it. This is thick. This is just weirdly gloopy. I don't like it. I will get rid of it. Next, we have this Silky Blur Poreless Primer. I don't even remember this. This is from Essence, and I love their poreless primers. Oh, this is so nice. It's like a filler jelly. Like you can feel it being like a little bit thick on your hand. This is actually so nice. Why is it stuck back here? Okay, well, I'm keeping that. Okay, what is next? I see the What the Fluff Mattifying Face Balm. This is one of those like you can use me instead of powder things. And I don't hate these. I just don't use them as much. So I think I will keep it for now. I also have a similar thing from Catrice, the Magic Shine Eraser. It is essentially the same thing. This one feels a bit more lightweight, but I will keep both for now. I will also keep my new Catrice Flawless Fusion. I really like this primer. It's super nice. It has like a dual thing where you have the SPF in the white tube on the inside, and then you have like a hydrating jelly on the outside. And it basically like squirts out both as you apply it. So really nice. Looking forward to use it more. Then I have this Herborian Skin Hero Glow. I feel like people really love this and I never really gave it a shot. So I will be using this more. Next is the Extreme Blur Mattifying Primer from Catrice. This is insanely mattifying. Like this is it's like a creamy blurring primer, but it's super nice. Next, I see the Pore Paste from Made by Mitchell. This is such a good pore filler. Oh my gosh, I have to show you. I don't know if it's gonna be like too visible, but if you do suffer from larger pores, this is such a nice like thick gel to diffuse them. It's really nicely mattifying and like pore filling, but you know how pore filling works, right? It's not really filling in your pores. It's just doing this like optical illusion. It's really, really nice. Next, I see the pore filler from NYX. This is a very similar thing. So yes, I will keep that too. Oh my God, the Professional Light. This was my favorite. There's still a little bit in there, so I'll keep it and probably use it up. Next, I'd see this Trended Up CC Serum Drops. This is a really nice product in theory. Like it's supposed to be anti-redness color correcting serum. But to be honest with you, it's not really something that I would reach for that much. So yeah, I think I will be getting rid of these as well. Next, I see the Catrice Aqua Splash Grip Primer. This is one of my favorite grippy primers, so that is a keep. I also have this Trended Up Hydro Blurring Primer. This is so nice. It is like you can see it is like slightly pearly, but it's just like nicely hydrating. It gives your skin this like gorgeous glow. Really nice primer without feeling like super oily or anything. So I think I'll keep it. I do like it. All right, next is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer Stick. This is one of my favorite primers in the liquidy form. In the stick form, it's not as nice. It's like harder to spread, but it's still like neat, universal, just an okay primer, especially if you don't want to have a liquid on you, like when you travel. This is a great primer. Then I have the NYX Freezy Primer. I think this is probably all dried up, isn't it? Oh, it's not. Oh, this is actually quite a fun one. Like it is a cooling mattifying jelly primer. It's really refreshing and like a little blurring, a little hydrating. I think it's quite neat. I think I'm gonna keep that. Next, I have this Wet n Wild Primer Essence. This was always like one of my favorite primers because it's essentially like a serum or an essence. It's like really liquidy, but it preps your skin really nicely. This one is a bit old though, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it and maybe get a new one because this smells very old. Next, I see this Essence Sherry Face Primer. This is so freaking cute. Yeah, there's like glycerin, aloe vera, niacinamide. You have these little dots that pop and that have skincare in them. Like, it is quite cute. It's a very like basic jelly primer. But you know what? Sometimes basic jelly primers are all we need. And I don't have many of those actually, so I'm gonna keep it. Oh, this is a good one though. This is the Wet n Wild Primer Serum for like pore refining. I think it's like lavender scented or something. Just a very lightweight, good serum under makeup. They also have an orange one that is more brightening, I think. Both incredible primers. Love them. We have the All About Blur from Essence. This is, again, a great pore filler. I definitely want to keep it. Next, I have the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is the liquid version of it, which I actually kind of prefer to the original putty version, so I will be keeping it. Next, I have this Vicon Face Primer. This one is really drying out on me. Like, it's not as creamy and nice anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Next, I have this Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Primer. I love this primer so much, so I will be keeping that. It is so good. I have my e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. This is so old. I think I'm gonna get rid of that as well. I have this Catrice, I don't even know what it's called, Metaphase. This was just, yeah, again, like a really basic jelly primer. So I think I'll keep it. I'm like halfway down, so might as well. And then we have this one. This is the Hydro Grip Primer from Trended Up. What a beautiful, beautiful primer. I've been using this all the time at some point, and yeah, I just love it. So I will be keeping that for sure. Okay, and then we have my Rare Beauty primers. This is the Illuminating Primer. This is fucking crazy talk. Look at that shit. that is just, like, if you ask me, this might be a bit too illuminating. It is not the kind of product that I would enjoy. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it. And then we have this one from Rare Beauty, which is the Pore Diffusing Primer. This is actually such a nice one. It is more like a jelly. So it's very different from the other pore diffusing primers that I've showed you. This one is super lightweight, hydrating. It does have that like nice smoothing and blurring effect, but it's not as like paste-like or as thick. Now I'm gonna clean the drawer as usual, and then I'll give you the beautiful ASMR compilation we're all waiting for. And that is everything. So as you can see, I decided to like switch it up quite a bit because I wasn't really happy with the system I was using before. So now what I did is put in the primers center and front so I can see every primer here and I can actually use them. I have my gripping primers here, my like usual normal jelly primers here, and then everything like pore filling, blurring in this area. And here are my mostly like skincare based primers. Then I have my concealers in the same container. I do quite like this. I can like go through it, look what's where. I do like that. And then I have my foundations here at the start of the drawer where I have my cushion and my balm back here. Then my regular foundations, some of the more foundation-y concealers, my skin tints, everything just kind of in one pile. And then I have the mattifying, like more pore-filling primers back here as well. And then the powders, which I put in right here. Those are my favorite powders, my powder foundations, and then the ones I kind of reach for all the time. My eye-setting ones, my brightening ones, and the Starlights palette. And then I have my like loose powders that I don't reach for as much here at the back. So when I need them, I can just like, grab it and not worry about it too much. I can still see everything, which is the most important thing as always. So yeah, that is all. And that is everything. Thank you so much for sticking around once again for these declutter videos. I'm really glad you like them, and we're still not done because we still have a lot to declutter. Palettes to be specific. So if you want to see that, stick around, like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!